yeah, sorry about that. Here we are, and hopefully we get a few people wanting to come in and say hello. And yeah, my, well, Tuesday evening or Wednesday morning live stream here. So here we are, and hoping to see a few people. Oh yes, we're back. Into sort of a bit patchy here. So who have we got here with us? And I just sort of moved this tablet around and sort of accidentally turned my fan. Not really wanting it. Anyways, here we are. So who do we have here with us? And I will remind everybody just to type drop and get Nightbot just to yeah, hopefully this internet's not too horrid. It's looking like it might be a bit average here. Yeah, the internet. Definitely, yeah, video quality's looking pretty awful here just at the moment, I guess you could say. But yeah, hopefully things work here in a minute. Yeah, it's saying that I've sort of lost internet here. See what it says here. Mobile, yeah, mobile data. Well, yeah, I just hope this works. Because yeah, it's looking like I might have some internet issues. It's looking like it might be one of those days. Yeah. I really do apologise. The internet's sort of being awful. There's not a lot I can do about that. Yeah. Because yeah, this picture's looking terrible. I started you all on my phone here just to see what we got. So yeah, just hoping things improve in a sec with the picture quality and sound quality and that. It's not a lot I can do about that, and yeah, it's unfortunate. Just living in this location does that. Yeah, what's the temperature here? That's what I'm trying to get up here. So 59 feels, or 60 feels like 58. So it has warmed up a little bit. But yeah, still a bit cool in this room, I guess. Anyways, never mind. I think it got down. Yeah, it got down to 40 last night. So yeah, that's why it's still a bit cool in here. Oh, Heather, hi there. Great to see you. And yeah, if you want your channel shared out, type drop and get Nightbot just to share things out, and hopefully it's working. Yeah, 60 degrees at the moment. Yeah, it was a low of 40 last night, so yeah, we've got some better weather coming. You know, at least, you know, the 80 pluses might be all done, I hope. So yeah, what's everybody been up to? And yeah, I did go on Monday and get another I was sort of using this at home device as well as going and getting yellow light treatments on my face, so trying not to look so dang old on camera, if you know what I mean. But yeah, I've got to go a bit later. I've got to go to the supermarket and get some food and groceries and things. So yeah, I shouldn't be watching. And I was watching a wonderful video just earlier from Kat in the North. She was making some delicious cakes, and I'm thinking, oh, I shouldn't really be watching this when I haven't really eaten yet today. You know what I mean? I think, oh yeah, if I watch those sorts of videos and I haven't eaten yet, I'm sort of likely to go and buy something a little bit naughty at the supermarket. So, yeah, there's that. Everybody will be having a giggle at that. And probably everybody can identify with that. And that might be something you could bring up, Heather, next time you're doing a live stream with Gail with your Healthy Goals Wednesday. And I hope I can catch that tomorrow morning. With the clock changes and all of that, earlier on with you lot and then earlier on here, it does make the lives a bit early, and I'm not really very, not really much a morning girl, if you know what I mean. I'm not a huge fan on morning, so it can be a bit difficult to sort of get going at times. Oh yes, using the weed whacker, awesome. Yeah, that's one thing I've sort of forgotten about using, how to use those things. I haven't sort of used one of those for a few years now. Yeah, these less than ideal places. I'd not used those sorts of things for a while because yeah, not having my own garden. Yeah. But anyways, never mind. Hoping you're having a wonderful week. Me, this week it's sort of a bit yeah, you know what I mean, around here. But anyways, it is what it is, and hoping that this internet's sort of working now a bit better. It's virtually nearly getting no internet at all, and it was just absolutely horrible here. And the internet, yeah, really varies a lot here in this location. And of course I use mobile internet, and actually my Wi-Fi hotspot doesn't work at all. It's only a 4G one, and it seems like there's no 4G here in this particular location. It's just very poor quality 5G. So yeah, I must go and see my phone company, go and see Vodafone and say, oh yeah, I think I might bring this back to you all because it ain't working anymore, since I've moved to this place. The other place it worked at. But I certainly wasn't going to leave it at the other place when I left there. I wasn't going to be giving her free internet, if you know what I mean. So better if I have it, even though it's not working here, than she have it and be getting free internet. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, what else has everybody got planned? And what's everybody doing for the rest of the week? And I'm assuming you will be going live tomorrow with Gail, Heather. I hope so. Hopefully you all are. If I don't sort of catch it while you're live, I'll try and get it on the replay game if I can, because I do like to watch watch those live streams, and it's really, you know, so much interesting information that you all bring up, and yeah, I really like to watch them. And yeah, I'll have to check if you've got it set, and if you've got it set, I'll share it out a bit later and get it all shared out. Oh, awesome. Awesome. I'll have to have a look at your pages and you know, look at, you know, both you and Gail, and get those shared out. Oh yes, working on the yard all week. Awesome. That's good to hear. And yeah, it's good that you got some projects on the go. Yeah, I did finally yesterday got the video up for last week's visit to the night market, so that was good. The Hawker 88 night market. I've got a couple of views on there now. I don't know how many views I got on that video yet. A couple of hundred views or so, I was guessing by the look of it. Hopefully I get a few more views on that, so I guess we'll see what happens there. We shall see. But yeah, I'd really love something just to go ballistic viral. That's what I'd really like. But you know, there's not a lot I can do about that. We're always hoping that YouTube is kind. Yeah, who else have we got here with us? Moon over Miami. Hi there, great to see you as well. And thanks so much for coming in. It's really great to see you. And yeah, must see what else you got new up on your channel there, Moon, as well. Yeah, you've certainly had some interesting videos of the praying mantis, and yeah, I must say your video quality when you got your new phone has really improved a lot. Yeah, I saw it was blurry earlier here on my phone. I've got it running on my phone just so that I can keep up with chat, and that's just the internet here. And it actually had dropped out, you know, when I first started. It actually dropped out. I think, oh yeah, the internet in this location is really quite but that being said, I'm sort of stuck here for the moment. So I'm hoping things improve and I can get to where I want to be. Not just another location in Australia, but out of Australia, if you know what I mean. That's what I really want. And yeah, I did see what happened in Canada, and I'm thinking, oh yeah, that's interesting. Yes, too bad. Yes. And the internet is really hard here, so you know, there's not a lot I can do about that. It sort of varies day by day. Let's see what the internet's doing today. That's down, which is looking pretty poor. And this is up that it's doing at the moment. .92 megabits which is pretty, terrible. And I mean, sometimes it's even lower than that. And, never seems to be any much higher in this location, the up. Down is generally about 150 in just this location, but, I'll get out to the mall or something, and down can be like about 500 to 600 at times, and up can be sort of up to about 50 at times. So, when I've got a video to put up, I'm often thinking, oh yeah, I've got to go out, hang around the mall somewhere just to upload my video to get it up, because, so often I've tried to put a video up here, and, it's taken like 24 or 36 hours to get one up, and I think, oh yeah, that's just not good enough. Yeah, it can get quite frustrating. Very, very, very frustrating. I'll remind everybody, please smash the thumbs up. I could do with a lot more of those. And yeah, I'm pretty sure that if I run the speed test on my tablet, I'm live streaming from my tablet, it would show a fairly similar speed. I have a SIM card in my tablet, and my tablet's 5G as well, so it would show a fairly similar speed, I'm sure. And I don't know why it is, but yeah, it's just absolutely horrid here, the internet. Seems like we're buffering again, or at least on this. Got it running on my phone, and everything's buffering again and dropping in and out, so you've just got to accept my apologies on that one. Because, yeah, there's not a lot I can do about it, I'm afraid. And I should put this phone onto charge too, just to make sure I'm fully charged when I go out, because I walk around and in the supermarket or whatever, and I'll be listening to music. I've got like a fair playlist of tunes sort of downloaded on YouTube. It's one of the advantages of keeping the premium, the YouTube premium. I can have tunes downloaded, and so if I'm walking around, and like at the back of the supermarket, for example, there's no internet whatsoever. It doesn't matter, because the tunes that I've got downloaded will just keep playing, and won't drop out or anything, because I can just sort of they're stored on my phone. And YouTube says with the premium, with the tunes or whatever you have downloaded, as long as you have internet connection, sort of once every 30 days you'll keep your downloads, which that's interesting, and wonder how that works. But yeah, it's really cool and really interesting that at least I can do that. And I do like what am I going to get? Just groceries, basically food. I'll go and I see briskets on special, so I might go and buy some of that. It's about, which is really cheap for here. It's $5 a pound in the supermarket this week, so I'll go and get some more of that. And thinking, yeah, I'll just sort of slow cook some brisket in my desktop oven. And of course, needing to get some high fiber high fiber breakfast cereal. I see that Kellogg's Special K is on special this week, so I might get some of that. It's been a minute since I'd sort of had cereal and yogurt. I sort of vary things around, so we'll get some more cereal, you know, Special K, just to have a little bit of that with my yogurt. The markets that I show, yeah. I sometimes will go there to shop if you know, to buy like fruits, vegetables, and meats. Oh yes, I like to get the full fat fruit yogurt or Greek yogurt. It just depends which one's on special. I try to avoid the you know, the lower fat varieties, because I hear so much that it's not just that they've taken the fat out of them, but they sort of put fillers in just to make them sort of taste better, just to compensate for the lack of taste and texture and what have you, because, you know, they've taken the fat out. So that's interesting. So I sort of buy the you know, the full fat and unsweetened. Yeah, and that's basically what I do. You know, I'll have yogurt and just add some cereal to the yogurt just to bulk it out a little bit. And for the life of me, I'm wanting to get some protein powder, but the cost of it here, excuse me, the cost of it here is absolutely ridiculous, and I haven't sort of seen it on special yet. If I do see it on special, like I have price special, I would buy it. You know, I think it's only just sort of reasonable if it's half price. Or buyable. I won't even say reasonable, I'll say buyable if it's half price, because you know, just a little container of it, and they're saying they're wanting like about $20 or $30 just for a little container of it. And I'm sure you don't use much at a time, but still, $20 or $30 is $20 or $30. You know what I mean? And especially for something that you think mightn't sort of last very long. And of course I've got to get some more coffee and you know, sweetener and creamer and things like that. More shampoo. I see that's on special this week, John Frieda shampoo. So I must get some more of that. It's a little bit over half price this week. I think it might be about 45% off or something. It's about $10.50 per tube. So, you know, I'll get some more shampoo and conditioner while it's on that special. Because I really don't like buying it at full price unless I'm run out of it, because full price for it now is $22 for a tube. You know, for a tube of shampoo, John Frieda shampoo, that's too much, too bloody much to pay. You know what I mean? And I mean, the price of that's gone crazy. Was probably about 2 years ago. The full price was $12. So, you know, in two years, it's more than doubled in price. And a lot of things are like that. You know, like brisket, the special price, I remember 2 years ago for brisket was something like about, we're talking the special price, something like about $6 or $7 per kilo. So you're looking at about $3 per pound, and the normal price for brisket now, and that's sort of when the full price for brisket you were looking, I don't know, you're looking at about $5 per pound or something like that. That was the full price. And now the full price, you're looking at about $8, between $8 and $9 per dollars per pound. It's just absolutely crazy. And of course, if you're sort of wanting to eat more natural foods and less crap, it's got very, very expensive. The cheapest meats here is something like buying the cheap brand bologna, buying sausages, supermarket sausages. We're not talking about the quality butcher sausages. Buying supermarket hot dogs. And I mean, all that stuff is absolutely full of fillers. And very little meat. It's just full of fillers. I don't know, it's probably like about 50% meat or something, and the rest is like fillers and water and things. So I'm not really wanting to eat all that stuff. Wanting to eat things that are a bit more natural and, a bit more higher protein, and trying to get rid of carbs and things. And of course, all the fillers are things like breadcrumbs and carbs and soy and goodness knows what. Yeah, things that make you go, yeah, you could say that, Heather. Yeah. Absolutely. And I guess you're probably experiencing the exact same when you go to Walmart or your normal supermarkets also, that the prices are crazy, and what can you afford but crap? And you're just so lucky that you're able to grow a lot of what you need, Heather. That's really something that you could say is a real blessing, that you're able to grow vegetables and fruits, and you've got your own cows and you've got your own bees, so you can sort of get some decent foods that you can grow and produce yourself. And a lot of the farmers markets here haven't yet started up again, which I don't know why that is. They all sort of closed in 2020, during the what, and a lot of them haven't sort of started up again. Yeah, trying to do what you can. Yeah, exactly. And if I could get a decent farmers market around, at least then you can get some decent produce. You go to the market, and a lot of the fruits and vegetables and the meats, they're coming from some of the same places as the supermarket produce. There is some nice butcher's shops at the market, so that's something. If you can get something good from the butcher's shop on special, sometimes it's a lot better quality meats than what's in the supermarkets. Because a lot of the butchers are sort of now selling themselves on getting hormone-free meats and all that sort of thing. and more organic sort of meats. Rotisserie chickens, now you're looking with the local currency, you're looking at about $12.50 for a rotisserie chicken. And I mean, I do buy them sometimes. I remember when they were about $7 or $8. Bacon and bits. Yeah, we don't really get those here. I think what they do is they chop them up into bacon lardons. You know, you can buy bacon lardons, you know, cheaper than buying, you know, whole slices of bacon. There is supermarket brands of bacon, but so often I bought those, you know, a 2-pound pack. I think they're about $9 or $10 now for a 2-pound pack. But you cook them up and there's so much water that comes out of them. They're just absolutely full of water. So, and once you've sort of cooked up your bacon, you think you put in a good amount of bacon to cook up, and then once you've cooked it up, there's not that much left. So I'm often just buying the more expensive bacon because it goes further. You know, I go and buy like the nice maple smoked bacon, American bacon, and you know, you're looking for that, you're looking at about $10 a pound, $11 a pound for that, but it just goes further than the cheap stuff, and it does taste a lot better too. And you know, of course, a BLT can be often my go-to. You know, when I'm feeling pretty lazy, I can just sort of you know, put the bacon into my desktop oven and crisp it up. Yeah, I'm hoping I can get some stuff on special, you know, for quick sale or something. You know, and then if I've got to cook it all up and then keep it, that's fine. You know, if I've got to cook it all up and then keep it in my fridge for a couple of days. You know, normally, you know, if it's meat with a bit of time on, I'll sort of, you know, try and buy something with at least a week on it that'll stay in my fridge for a week. But, you know, sometimes if it's something on special for quick sale, you know, meaning sell by the end of today sort of thing, it just means I have to cook it all up. And then I can keep it in my fridge for a while. Because I don't have a freezer, unfortunately. And, I mean, there is a freezer on top of the fridge in the main kitchen here. But, I don't put things in there. One, it ain't too clean. And two, there's a lot of evaporation there, if you know what I mean. You're just seeing what you said here, Heather. Maybe you'll have some luck. Well, yeah, maybe I will, maybe I won't. We'll see what happens. You know, when I first came here, before I even had the little fridge in my room, I'd put some ice creams in the freezer there, and I went to get one about, you know, 2 or 3 hours later, and the whole bloody lot had evaporated on me. So, you know, I thought, well, I definitely got to see if I can get a cheap fridge on Gumtree. With a freezer, well, unfortunately I couldn't get a cheap fridge and freezer combination on Gumtree. It was just a fridge, but, you know, at least that was something that I could sort of keep some food in my room and cold drinks and things, that, you know, they're not going to evaporate. So at least I could do that. Because of course, you know, put something in the cupboard, in the kitchen in this place, or in the fridge in the kitchen, you know, in the kitchen in this place, and it just evaporates so quickly. And I think you know what I mean by evaporation. I'm sure you know what I mean by evaporation when I sort of say evaporation. Yeah, just you know, living in this place, it's just quite frustrating. You know, they're always fighting and arguing, and they're up all night and all sorts of things. Yeah, well, actually, I'd had the ice cream sort of in a supermarket bag that you couldn't see what was actually in the supermarket bag unless they looked. But yeah, they did look. You know, I guess they're always looking to see what turns up there. But they do all leave me alone, if you know what I mean. I guess don't share anything in common with them, so you know, I don't sort of get involved in their dramas or anything like that, and so I sort of get left alone because, you know, I see the world differently to they do, and like different things, and all of that. You know, there's a number of people here that are using all sorts of illicit substances and whatnot, and you know, it's stuff that I don't relate to, and I can't sort of help them with because I ain't got any of that sort of stuff, and I don't sort of like that sort of thing. So, you know, they sort of leave me alone, which is interesting. No, the cost of this place is actually more than what I was paying in the other place, if you know what I mean. It's basically $60 per week more than what I was paying in the other place. So yeah, there's no hope of that. So, you know, I just sort of got to keep fingers crossed that YouTube is kind. And it's looking like it might be kind next month in May. So, you know, I just checked to see what it was saying on the earnings, and you know, it's just on $100 now. So, you know, that really does help to get one of those. And you know, last year was something like about, I wasn't getting a payment except sort of, you know, every 5 to 6 months last year. But this year now, it's looking like it's going to be every other month, which is, you know, quite a help. And if I could get it to being every month, that would be better, you know what I mean? But, you know, it's looking like it's now every other month, so, So, you know, that sort of makes things interesting, and sort of thinking, I'm needing more coffee too while I'm sitting here yabbering away to you all. So, you know, if I step away from the screen, just do excuse me while I make another coffee. And you're probably laughing at this one. Probably use too much of this stuff, but that's the only creamer you can get here. I know that if I was in a better spot, I'd probably do like what a lot of you are doing. You know, I've seen so many recipes where people are making their own creamer, and I think, oh wow, that's awesome. So I'm thinking, oh, I'm needing more coffee. Yeah, it does help. It really does. And you know, if I could get it to being every month now instead of every other month, that would be a huge, huge, huge difference. But yeah, I'm just sort of you know, scooping up some coffee at the moment, so just bear with me. I haven't taken off on your wall. I don't have a kettle or anything, so I just sort of every morning I'll just go out to the kitchen and boil the kettle and fill up my thermos flask and get some hot water that way. Yeah, I'm hoping too. Yes, exactly, Heather, but yeah. You'll be laughing at this one. It's where I keep all my stickers on these things and on my drink bottle. I'll go and get my drink bottle in a minute and show you all that. And you know, like this, I'll bring this thermos flask with me when I leave Australia. And my drink bottle at all. Because I've moved around so much, I haven't been able to set up a sticker board, so I thought, yeah, this is probably the best way to do it. You know, just my drink bottle and my thermos flask. Show you all that. So of course, you know, I'll get this one filled up pretty well soon with stickers, and this one's getting full. I'm going to have to get a coffee cup or something. Oh, moon over Miami. Yep, great to hear the internet's more stable now. I need to get some more stickers made and get them sent out. I did take your suggestion on board and give some out when I was at the market last week at the night market. So, you know, that was pretty cool. And next... Oops, yeah, we disconnected and reconnected. But yeah, I need to get some more milk too. I'll buy a heap of those and I can sort of keep them in on my shelf until I need them, and then when I want them I'll just put them in my fridge. Yeah, hopefully it does. Oh, what am I at the moment? Oh, this number. I'm just looking at the number of my subs at the moment. I should bring that up for you and you'll have a laugh. Oh, now that's hot. But yeah, I should bring that number up and show you, and you'll have a giggle at that. We definitely have a giggle at that, just waiting for this to come up. This internet's funny. But yeah, look at this number. Oops, I've forgotten I need to set this up properly to mirror. Or not mirror, you know what I mean? But I don't think I can sort of change it on the fly. But yeah, 1.4k subscribers the last 28 days. That's pretty normal now for my channel with the number of subs that I've got. You know, you get, once your channel gets up to 10k, things sort of start to ramp up a bit more. I've really noticed, and it gets harder just to keep up with comments too. You seem to get so many more spam comments. You know, that's one thing I've found. And, you know, I sort of try to keep up with everybody else too if I can. But yeah, that number, 23k666, I think, oh, golly. Hope that changes soon. I don't really like all those sixes in a row. A long way to get there. Yeah, you'll get there though, Heather. You will get there. You know, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I was saying the exact same thing as you, Heather. I'm getting very frustrated because, you know, for a long time, I think it might have been nearly a year, my channel just sat on 1,500 subs. 1.5k subs, and it just sat there for about 12 months, for a long time. And you know, for me, my channel started to grow again when I stopped cooking and just started getting out and doing some different things, you know, going to markets, going on day trips, going to attractions, going to museums and art galleries and things like that. And that's sort of, you know, when my channel started to grow. And then I had a couple of videos that sort of, you know, got a fair bit of traction, like, you know, one of the market videos, it's like around 20k or something views. And, you know, most of the market videos when I go to the night market, and even like some of the museum videos and that, well over 1,000 views. So, you know, that sort of pushed things along a little bit. It sort of, it seems like the cooking segment is pretty much saturated, if you know what I mean. That's the way I'm sort of seeing it. So, you know, you get something like that where you got, you know, a nice little list like that. And, you know, that sort of helps things along. You know, when you're getting a lot of videos, see, I've got, So yeah, I've got like 25 videos of over 1,000 views. So, you know, that sort of makes a difference on things. And basically what I found was if you find a subject that really sort of gets a lot of nice views, stick with it, and you know, try to incorporate something from title or whatever from your most popular video into other videos if you can do it. You know, for example, in your situation, Heather, like if you got something that really got some nice views, like for example, you know, your cow having a calf or something like that, if you could sort of follow up on that a bit, you know, like you know, for example, showing the calf sort of growing and showing the calf sort of you know, during its life. When I cut my son's hair was the biggest. Yeah, that's cool. Maybe your son might be a bit peeved, but you might have to do another cutting your son's hair video. Yeah, don't want to cook all the time. Yeah, I could imagine that. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, you know, food and cooking. If you find somewhere that's got some street food where you're at, that could be something that's really good for your channel. Or like if you have a farmer's market, and you could sort of do the whole, you know, film the whole farmer's market, and also incorporate if somebody's cooking something, you know, to sell at the farmer's market. That could be something. For me, like if I'm seeing somebody going to the Amish stores, I absolutely love those videos. Mennonite stores and Amish stores, and you know, Amish bakeries, and all those sorts of things. Food carts. Now that would be interesting, Heather. I'd love to see your food carts. I don't know if there's a real lot on Oregon food carts. You know, a lot of the videos that sort of deal with street food in the United States, they're mostly dealing with what's in New York City and what's in Los Angeles and that sort of thing. The farmers market here, well, a small market could be absolutely fascinating. And of course, some video puts a whole different perspective on things too. Something small may not necessarily seem small on video. Yeah, going to the river, that's a good idea. I don't know if you remember. Do you remember when I did that South American festival on YouTube? Heather, do you remember that? Let's see what I've got that. I mean, I do have that on here somewhere. You know, I'll give you the name of the video and everything. Feel free to share out your channel and everything, Heather, too. You know, anybody in blue can do that. But, you know, like this one, the Latin American Festival, weather fail, and that was really quite small, and it was raining, it was horrible weather, not many people came and all of that, and I've still got, you know, 4,900 views on that one. And people just, you know, saw that as being fascinating. No, that wasn't the one with the fire dancer. The fire dancer was another night market one. The fire dancer. How many views did I get on that? This one, yes. Both of these with the fire dancer. There's two of these with the fire dancer. I don't know if you can see them on the list here. But both have got 11,000 views with the fire dancer, yeah. So if there's a fire dancer again, I've definitely got to film the fire dancer because people seem to like the fire dancer. Wi-Fi, basically I need to have my Wi-Fi on, but I have the network hidden. Just so that my phone connects up to my camera. When I'm, you know, when I'm filming, but I don't actually, I've never live streamed from a festival. If I was just live streaming, I'd be just using my phone or my tablet. Excuse me. I would just use my phone or my tablet, and so I wouldn't have Wi-Fi switched on. You know, I'd only be using the Wi-Fi if I'm wanting to connect up to my camera, because that's just the way the camera wants to connect up. Yeah, if you're away from your own Wi-Fi hotspot, I would turn it off unless you need it for your camera. You know, because that's the way your camera, you know, connects up to your phone or something. I don't know. I'm a bit wary of using other people's Wi-Fi, if you know what I mean. I'm just a bit wary, and if you're ever going to have to use somebody else's Wi-Fi, you know, like Wi-Fi at Starbucks, for example, I think you probably want to have a VPN if you've got to use Wi-Fi somewhere else like that. That's the way I see it, because of, you know, all the hacking and that goes on these days, and you know, with you running your own YouTube channel, yes, Spotty in your area, yeah, you running your own YouTube channel, you really need to be careful of hacking, and you know, people getting into, you know, hacking your device through a Wi-Fi spot or whatever. You know, like if you do something on YouTube, you have a YouTube channel, or if you're like an influencer on Instagram or Facebook, for example, or you're heavily into TikTok or, you know, you really, if you're going to use public Wi-Fi, you really, really, really need to use a VPN because, you know, these bad actors are just looking to hack into people's, you know, YouTube, for example, and steal somebody's YouTube. And, you know, you could imagine, like, you've got a YouTube channel and it's monetized, or you've got a YouTube channel and it's that close to being monetized. These bad people are often looking for that sort of thing to steal and to take over. I have used Rumble, and I'll be using Rumble again when I get out of this place. For some reason, the internet here is just so bad that I cannot upload to Rumble. I put onto Instagram, I put onto TikTok. I've only just started using TikTok this year, so I don't really have that many on TikTok, but now anything that I put onto Shorts or Instagram Reels, I'm putting the same onto TikTok. You know, and that's really just as another way just to promote my YouTube channel. You know, anything that I put onto Reels, anything I put onto TikTok, I have my YouTube links, you know, in the descriptions of those, and basically I'm not monetized on either Instagram or on TikTok, although I'm sort of at the level where I could sort of monetize my Instagram, and I need to look into that a bit more. But it's basically, it's just really just to push my YouTube channel. And TikTok, if you look up Arielle-Viking on TikTok, that's me on TikTok, if you look that up. That I've been lucky that I've been able to get the same name on TikTok. And able to get the same name on Rumble. You know, lucky that I've been able to do that. So, you know, that's really quite a help that I've been able to do that too. And yeah, I'll need to... I didn't go live over the weekend because I was just feeling off. Yeah, learning how to use other stuff, yeah, why not? If you ever do get a TikTok up, Heather, make sure we all know about it, and you know, you definitely get a follow from me. What's your Facebook page? I'll have to go there. I don't know if I have it. Feel free, if you feel up to it, just putting the link here in chat and I can sort of go there. And I'll make sure that I put you on to the group. I have a small group that I'm running too on Facebook, or a small page. So, you know, make sure I get that information. See what I can get up here. Yeah, I'll have to check it. Check to see if I've got it. Let's see. Opening up Facebook. Because, yeah, I do run... I mean, I've only got 180 people on there, but you know, more people on there is welcome. And you know, if anybody got a video or anything they want to share out, just put it on there, and you're most welcome. I'll see if I can find it. So it's Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. Let's see if I can find it. Oh yeah, it's only things coming up here. Yeah, that's what I put here. Only things coming up here is where you've been tagged, like on Gail's posts or my own posts. Because I've got you tagged in a few descriptions, sort of thank you Heather or what have you. There's videos sort of coming up here because I sort of got you tagged. Like here's one coming up. It looks like it's one that Susan's put up, and Gail's shared out her video. I might get rid of the at and see what comes up. People, groups, try pages. Yeah, it's nothing sort of coming up here, Heather. I don't know if you have any links on Gail's page or something. Or Gail's profile, because yeah, I do have Gail as one of my friends here on YouTube, on Facebook. Let's see. I'll go back to my profile and I might just share my profile and see if I can get the link pasted up in chat. That might be the best. And then you can just click on me, Heather, and add me, and I'll add you. My phone, and the way the sun's shining on the screen now, I'm hardly able to read it. But like that's my profile, Heather. So yeah, I'll just see if I can get that shared out here. get this all shared out. Let me see if we can but yeah, if you click on that one, Heather, and then I can just add you. You add me and I add you, and that should work. I do have a couple of Instagram too. I don't know, am I following you on Instagram or not? Must have a look. Must look into that. The sun's sort of streaming in here. Let's see if I can get the sun sort of out of my eyes a little bit. And then not just disappear into the shadows. But yeah, should try and see what we can do with that. Don't know if you're still here with us or not, Heather. This internet's horrid here today, so I don't know who's still with me or not. Sort of giving me trouble. It's not letting you. Oh no. It should, because yeah, I'm friends with Gail and you're friends with Gail, so we've got mutual friends or a lot of the same friends, so but yeah, if you just type Arielle-Viking, if you just put that in, that should find me. I don't know, I probably shouldn't show that, should I, Heather? Showing my real name on YouTube Live? Oh, that mightn't be a good idea. Anyways, you know, what's done is done. Yeah, this sun, crazy the way this sun's shining in here. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Which one's a fake one? I have two profiles on Facebook. I had to sort of set up another profile, or have two profiles sort of set up. Remember 2020? With what was going on there, and I was constantly getting put into Facebook jail, so I sort of had to put another get another profile just to get around the Facebook jail thingy. Probably shouldn't say that on YouTube either. But you'd probably be all laughing at that one. Yeah, I should check out a few of my friends on Facebook to see if you've got them. You know, friends like you know, Gail, and friends like I don't know, most of the YouTube, or a lot of the YouTube channels. You know, I think I have Lynda on YouTube. Lots and lots of channels to my friends, yeah. But yeah, both of my profiles on Facebook are content creator also, so you know, I should be able to be found. And then of course, you know, have Instagram. Probably me not knowing how. Well, could be me not knowing how also. I'll see if I can find you on Instagram. I don't know, you might not be on Instagram either. Oh, you're not. Yeah, that's why nothing's coming up. Yeah. What's... maybe Facebook might be milk and honey. You know, spell it all out. Let's see what's coming up here. Well, this is what's coming up here. Posts. Gail shared out a few of your videos. I've also, I think I've shared out one or two of your videos on Facebook too. Groups. Sort of what's coming up on groups. Pages. Oh, sorry, didn't find any pages. I'll see if it does in one word. Groups, still the same here. You know, like this sort of thing's coming up. You know, things that I've shared out. Yeah, it's crazy. You might have your channel or your page turned off too, do you? Oh, look at that. Now, is this real? Yeah, just videos you share. Now, that could be a good subject for your... Yeah, that could be a really good subject. Yeah, Gail might know how, yeah. That could be a really good subject for a video or you know, a live stream. Debunking the fake weight loss ads and that sort of thing on Facebook. Well, I just got a message here from Lynda, so... yes, tomorrow... I'll just send Lynda a message, and sometimes it's sort of, oh, I can't be bothered typing, so I'll just talk. Oh, hi there, Lynda. Oh, cool, yeah, thanks for the link, and yeah, I'll make sure that I'm set up to go on that. You're interviewing me? That sounds awesome, and yeah, I'll make sure... 8 p.m, yeah, I'll make sure I'm there. Just send Lynda that message quick. I'll have to... Tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So yeah, I'll make sure make sure that I'm around for that one. Yeah, I was wondering when it was going to be. I know that Lynda wanted to do it, and so yeah, I was just wondering. But yeah, I'll make sure I catch that one. Just see if I can find that one on here. Lynda of Another Time. Just see if I can find that. Because yes, I'll share that on here. Actually, if she's got it up. And share that on chat if she's got that up. Okay, she does have that here already. So yeah, I'll just see if I can get that shared out. It's tomorrow. Because yeah, I'll make sure I get that all shared out, and we'll get that one up. Yeah, I'll just share out the link for tomorrow's live with Lynda of Another Time. Let's see, Lynda's wanting a picture, so I can send her for that. Just see what I can find to send her. See what else I've got here. Yeah, Lynda's wanting some pictures to use on thumbnail. Thinking what else I can send for Lynda. She's wanting some photos. So yeah, I'm still live, and I'm sending messages to Lynda another time, so you'll be all having a giggle. You know, get this job done for Lynda. So yeah, we probably should call it pretty soon. So yeah, who's still with us? And I will remind everybody, if you want your channel link shared out, type drop and get Nightbot just to share things out. And anybody, if you haven't already done so, please smash the thumbs up. I always need more of those. Always do need more of those. You all will be having a giggle. But yeah, I'm going to have to get set up, go to the supermarket pretty soon to get that job done. Me, awesome. Thank you, Heather. I really appreciate that. Oh, good. Nightbot is working. Yeah, it wasn't working the other day. So I sort of had to log into it again. I think if you haven't sort of logged into Nightbot for a while, it sort of just decides it's going to sleep. Funny how that works. But yeah, we're going to have to go out pretty soon, get this supermarket thing done. See what I can find on special. I can find some food cheap that I can sort of take advantage of course. And I should go before I get hungry. Somebody told me once, never go shopping when you're hungry, and I think that's great advice because, yeah, when you go shopping and you're hungry, you'll see that packet of chips and you'll see their ice cream and you see all that bad but yummy stuff and you think, yep, we'll grab that. No, not really. I'll take the bus and, you know, just take my shopping cart with, it's probably, there's one that I can walk to, the nearest mall here is, it's probably like about half a mile, but I'll go to one a bit further on because they have more things there. It's a bit better. It's a bit better and they have more specials there and it's a bit bigger, so, and it's probably about 5 miles away. I'll just catch the bus for that one. So yeah, there's one half a mile away, you know, walk half a mile and I'm there, or jump on the bus and, you know, go 5 miles to another one. But I think I'll go to the one sort of 5 miles away because that one has more specials. And more likely to have, you know, meat and vegetables and things on sale, you know, for quick sale. I mean, if I can get some meat half price, it's always good. You know, and try and bypass the frozen pizzas and bad things like that. You know, because that stuff's always yummy. And the cookies and, you know, the chocolate. Try and bypass all those things. Because often, you know, I'll go and see that chocolate and it's calling my name, so best not to go near there. You'll be all laughing at that one. Anyways, we should nearly call it. Just so I can get this supermarket done before I'm hungry. Because, yeah, I don't really want to go there when I'm hungry because then I'll buy things that I probably shouldn't. So, yeah, has anybody got anything you want to add before I do end it? Because, yeah, I'll end this live pretty soon, so if somebody's got something they wish to add, please do so. I sort of got distracted then, you know, making sure that Lynda sort of has some photos or whatever she wants for some thumbnails for the live that she's got on tomorrow. Well, we will call it. A huge thank you to everybody who's come on here. So everybody take care and be blessed and have a wonderful week. That link I put is Lynda's live tomorrow. So make sure you catch that one if you can. Lynda of Another Time. So we are going to call it. So we'll see you all later.